Hello YouTube and welcome to the Top Trending Show. Today we take a look at 10 of the most stupid criminals in the world. Number 10. Believe it or not, in 2008 an 18-year-old teenager tried to steal from a mechanical workshop in Chicago. He broke in with a gun in hands and asked for money. The problem was that the money was in a safe box and only the manager could access by entering the password. So this intelligent robber had no better idea than leaving his number so the manager would call him to give him the money he was asking for. As it was obvious, the one number the employees called was the police number. So when this brilliant young robber decided to show up again, the police was already waiting for him. Number 9. As hard as it sounds to believe, crime is hitting everywhere, and this time this stupid crime was committed by two police officers who decided to show up at Terry Johnson's house in Chicago at 2:30 a.m., claiming that her belongings were stolen and they had to take them all away. Terry decided to write down the names written on their badges, so the next day she would go to present a complaint. The funny part is that these two officers were actually wearing their real uniforms, so they were apprehended as soon as they show up to work. Number 8. Back in 2009, there was a robbery that could have been considered as the most stupid crime ever committed, due to these two young guys named Matthew Allen McConnelly and Joel Lee Miller, who decided to break into a house in Carroll, Iowa. Normal robbers would have opted to use masks so they would cover their faces, but these two young criminals had no better idea than painting their faces with black marker. What they didn't realize was that the marker they were using was permanent. So later that day, they were arrested due to a call a neighbor had made when the young criminals were still in the house. Number 7. Grown Time, Grown Place. On November 29, 1978, David Goodall and two female accomplices went into a mall with the intention of getting illegally some items from it. After filling two plastic bags with some curtains, they managed themselves to lift the place using 3 different doors so they would avoid the security guards. For their surprise, they were immediately apprehended for several detectives. What they didn't know was that the place they were stealing from was hosting a detectives convention. Number 6. In 1978, an 18-year-old guy broke into a house at northwest of Baltimore at night. He raped the woman who lived there, and after grabbing as much as he could, he noticed the woman he was stealing from had only $11.50. So he asked, "How do you pay the bills?" The woman answered that she paid the bills with checks. After that, the young robber asked the woman to write him a check for $30, changing his opinion a little back later and asking her for $50. The stupid robber gave her his name so that the victim would write him a check, but instead the one thing written for this guy was a sentence to spend time in jail. Number 5. In 1997, a criminal thought about a method to steal the money from a cash register of a local store. He filled the basket with lots of groceries and went back to the cash register, putting a $10 bill on the desk. Once the cashier opened the cash register, the mugger grabbed all the money on it. But what he didn't count on was that there was only $4.37. Number 4. In August 23, 1986, a group of well-organized muggers broke into a recreational center in Chichester, Sussex. They brought equipment so they could open the safe box, but what they didn't know was that their equipment wasn't gonna help them opening the safe box but closing it more, due to the fact of being a welding equipment. Next morning, employees had to spend more than an hour trying to open the safe box. Number 3. Cliff Bunyan broke into a store in Cainton, England, forcing the employees to give him the £157 that were in the cash register. After the robbery, he ran away on his motorcycle. To hide his identity, Bunyan had used his helmet as a mask. It was a successful robbery, except for one little detail. He had forgotten that there was an inscription on his helmet where his name was written on. Bunyan was arrested later that day and convicted to make 200 hours of community service for his felony. Number 2. A young man broke into a house where he took a couple of rings worth more than $3,500, leaving a lead behind to make himself caught. The thief had no better idea than opening his Facebook account while he was on the victim's laptop. Later on, when the owner arrived, she found out she had been robbed and found the robber's Facebook account open in her laptop. He was caught just a few hours later. Number 1. There are some people with a bit more of intelligence than others. This wasn't the case for these two robbers who called the bank to ask the employees to gather an amount of money because they were gonna go steal it. This couple of robbers got in touch with the People's United Bank in Fairfield, Connecticut, threatening with causing a bloodbath if the money wasn't there for when they arrived. Finally, when the 27 and 16-year-old robbers arrived, they were immediately arrested by the police. According to the Sergeant James Perez, they showed up 10 minutes after they made the call and were arrested in the parking lot. If you like this video, please subscribe, share and give it a thumbs up. Also, do not forget you can write your comments below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.